ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, before I start this video, please check out the link down below. If you see any of these videos that you do like, check out brickstanks.com and you can buy any one of these Cobi sets that I'm reviewing for you today. And this one in particular, I really think you need to get. Anyway, before we get on with that, check out the video. So, we are talking about a light cruiser, which was launched in 1939 on St. Patrick's Day. Yes, we are talking about HMS Belfast, fought with victory, defeats, and more victories. But unfortunately, its first defeat was unfortunately just a couple of months later of the November of 1939. Unfortunately, on the hunt for U-boats, unfortunately, it did hit a mine, which crippled it. I mean, really crippled it. It destroyed the keel, and it actually pushed the guns up. For a lot of ships, that would be game over, but the British Navy decided, no, we're going to refit it, we're going to redo it. It was an absolute mess. So the ship got completely rebuilt, bow to stern, and yes, it benefited from it though, because as it benefited from it, it got new radar systems, new guns, new fire control systems, new torpedo belts. It got the full work, so it benefited from that. So yeah, you take the plus from the minuses. So anyway, in 1943, not long after it was actually set sail again, because it missed quite a bit of the war, it was part of the Arctic convoy escorting the Russian cruisers, convoy ships from England to Russia, part of the Lend-Lease program to help the Russians from there. So the Germans decided, well, we've got to put an end to that. So they sent out the Scharnhorst, and Belfast, Norfolk and the Suffolk was all part of the group to look after the fleet, which was kind of ironic, being that the Scharnhorst kind of outgunned it, outmaneuvered it. The Scharnhorst was just a much more superior ship, but it did not stop the British from attacking the Scharnhorst. Thus, the Battle of North Cape began. Lucky enough for them, the Belfast was the sole cruiser, because the Suffolk and the Norfolk, unfortunately, did experience some minor difficulties, but lucky enough, it did get a reinforcements from Task Force 2, or Force 2, as I think they call it, which was helped by a British battleship and some more cruisers and other destroyers, which unfortunately did lose the life of 1,398 German sailors went down. So that was a brief look inside to that one. The Belfast didn't just end there, so it went on to serve in the Korean War. Not long before the Korean War came to an end, the battleship, the cruiser was eventually put into reserve, and then a couple of months later, it was due to be scrapped. So lucky enough for all of us, you watching there, me sitting here, we actually get to go see it, because a trust fund was raised up to preserve the ship, to preserve it, and to be maintained for us lucky people to go around and look at some of the memories and the victories and defeats that the ship has gone through. It's just full of history. It's absolutely wonderful to go see. So at the moment, as this very video is being done, it is still docked there, and it has been there for the last 30 odd years, sitting just down the other side of Tower Bridge, where you can go see the wonderful ship and also a wonderful monument. Anyway, let's have a look at the Cobi set. Good. So here is the box. Here is the box. So this is, it comes with everything you need. So it's got this lovely background here, as it's breaking through the ice, which is very appropriate, to be honest with you, being that it was part of the Russian convoy bringing, so we were sending supplies to Russia to help them out in their war efforts against the Germans. It's got some lovely decorations for it. It's got the smoke and some lovely ice back there. And on the back here, it do excuse the big old dent down it. Unfortunately, this is how it was delivered, but I'm not bothered by that. As always, you get the actual picture of the ship with its down there, a lovely photograph of it in front of Tower Bridge. And there is another lovely side-on view of it. And then you get the overall dimensions, overall specs of it, and also a lovely, lovely history lesson on everything that shortened version of it. And then just up here, it also tells you something about the play features on it, the length, and other bits and bobs like that. But anyway, is it any good? Let's build it, let's find out, and let's see if it's worth our hard-earned money. Okay, so there is the Belfast, HMS Belfast in Cobi form, brick form. You get, it's just, it looks so good. Now, obviously, everything that is not perfect. There are a few little gripes that I can talk about it, and I will obviously be in, just because it's a British ship, I still have my opinions on it, and I will keep myself as biased, unbiased as humanly possible. So anyway, let's have a little look at it. So this wonderful set contains 1,482 parts, and the overall length of it is rather impressive. It comes in at about 64 centimeters, so roughly about 25 inches long, and yet it's got presence. It's got real immense presence, and it's got some rather nice decorations down the side of it using very handy brickworks, some nice little prints, and just some awesome techniques. So we're going to look at the top of it, and then we'll look down from bow to stern and check out some of these lovely prints that it's also got on here as well. Okay, so having a look around here, we'll just beam our way along the back to just have a little look around it. So you do get these lovely cannons that goes down the side of it all the way from back to front. They do all move, lovely, and also so do all the guns as well, so you can point them in any kind of directions you want. So these are supposed to represent the 6-inch guns that came with it. Now, the only thing that I will say about it is that I know obviously it'd be very difficult for Cobi to kind of do something like this, but the center guns on all of them are, the middle one in particular, is set back just slightly. It's just, they set it back on purpose, just so when they fire, that the smoke doesn't interact with, get in the way of the targeting systems and everything else like that. So I understand why they've done it like this, keep them more level, but just a little gripe of me. But yeah, so obviously they all move. They got a good amount of friction, so if you leave them in a particular spot, pick it up, play with it, whatever you want to do, it will stay there. You've got these lovely anchors that go down here, which are individually linked. Now, with big hands, these are very, very fiddly, to say the least. Not joking on that one. They are very, very fiddly, but never mind. So we come out down the side here, so you've got these lovely little prints just down the side here. You've got this lovely little red bit here, and a green one down the side here to represent outside. But the only thing I would say, I wish they put like a nice little window down the side here, because the actual ship, it's supposed to have windows and this doesn't have anything. So I wish they had some sort of little prints just kind of printed on here, but that's just my own little personal gripe on that. Coming along the side here, so we get some nice flat cannons that's just on the side of it, down either side. So you get one that's a slightly different colour to match in with the actual paintwork of it. So you get these down the side here as well. And then you get this lovely brick-built radar, which is a little bit wonky. There we go. So you get this lovely radar, which is 2 of them at either ends. And then you get some lovely boats, life rafts that come down in here. And they just kind of just push in down here. That's all they do. They just click in there. And then just coming down the side here, you'll also get these, and these do individually move as well. So you can move these up and down if you wanted to. So you can actually, take no prisoners, point your 4-inch guns down there, and you can just shoot them out of the water. But yeah, so these do individually move, and you've got good range of motions on there as well. Probably a little bit too much, because you could actually shoot your own deck as well. But hey, there we go. And then obviously, you come up here and you get this lovely little other brick-built radar, which comes in very important. And I'll tell you about that in a minute. And then we're coming up a little bit further up here. So you get some more of these wonderful guns at the back here. With, again, for some reason, this one here, they ask you to put an extra brick on here. A nice little plate down the bottom of it. I'll show you that one. So you put this little bit on here, and for some reason, this is the only one that has it. That's the instructions say. And it does move a little bit more freely than the other ones. Not quite sure why that is. But yeah, there you go. That's the thing. And then you come up to this lovely print up the back here of the Royal Navy flag that just sits up there. And then just down here as well, on either side, you get a lovely print that just goes up along the back here of Belfast. So really, really, really nice. And it does come up with a few nice other little prints as well. So this whole plate here, That is a print, and also along here as well, that is a print. Same again on the, well, not quite the same on the other side, but almost similar. Just looking down the waterline, so you do get this lovely brick built nose that's down underneath here. So I don't know navy stuff that well, but you get that, and you get this really nice stand at the front here, just underneath here, with this lovely IWM print down here as well. This is 1/300 scale of the ship, so the ship is massive, but compared to other ships, obviously it's very small. But yes, this is really nicely done, really nice brick built, and it sits on there rather nicely. And then coming back up here, yes, you get these lovely, all three of them, copper, or got in this case gold colored propellers at the back here. So I do find if you knock this one just ever so slightly, it will just kind of knock off. So just bear that one in mind. But other than that, they are held in there really nicely and rather done really nicely. So you get these nice little joints here just to give you that lovely angle out really nicely. Another thing I really do like is how they've done the funnels on the back here. So on the Belfast, they are slightly tilted, and they've done that really nicely. So they just basically put them on like little ball joint pits there. You just tilt it back slightly and you get that lovely effect of the funnels just at a slight angle. Absolutely wonderfully done, really nicely. And you do get this nice little arm here as well for the raft as well, and also this was also used, which brings it on to a very nice point. During the Arctic convoy, the Belfast was part of it, and still holds the flag within inside the ship in real life, which you can go down and see. I think it's actually held in a chapel in there, I believe, which this ship was the only one that had the radar system to hunt or to find the Scharnhorst and sink it, because the other ship that was with it unfortunately had it blown off by just a luck shot. So this Belfast had to do all the fire control and all the radar spotting for the rest of the fleet to hunt and destroy the Scharnhorst. So that's a little fun fact for you there. So this ship is very important in regards to the Arctic warfare. I mean, if the Scharnhorst got away, you know, it would have been catastrophic for the Arctic convoy. But at the same time, it was one hell of a risk, because the Scharnhorst hilariously outgunned the Royal Navy convoy. Hilariously, just one of them could have blown the Arctic convoy along with the Belfast and the rest of the fleet to bits. But lucky enough, just down to sheer bravery from the crew of the Belfast and all the men that went on it, fought off the Scharnhorst and eventually sunk it. Absolutely phenomenal, really phenomenal. So the HMS Belfast, well, it comes in at £100 here in the UK. And let me tell you about the building experience before we go on to the outro. The building experience on this, I've built a lot of stuff in regards to Lego, and this has to be one of the best building experience I have ever done. It's so nicely done, so enjoyable. I cannot knock it. It really was so enjoyable to build. So I do highly recommend this set. This set is so awesome. It really is good. And if you've got an amazing, you know, if you could get a nice printed background of Great Britain, well, London, shall I say, where it's docked up, of Tower Bridge, or, you know, or Parliament Square, or, you know, Parliament itself, it will look absolutely amazing on there. So yes, this is a massive recommendation for me, big time, because this was so good, so worth the money. I mean, even if you say it's 100 quid, I'm not sure, just the experience of building it, just the experience was just amazing. And then putting it up on your shelf and just leaving it there, looking at it every time you wake up or you go out, come back in, you see it, it looks so good. So yes, for me, it is by far, hand on heart, amazing. But anyway, that is the video. That is that is the HMS Belfast in its complete form. Just a quick little review for you there, just a little bit of knowledge, the more you know. But anyway, did you get it? What did you think about it? And if you are thinking about it, get it, don't forget, check out the affiliate link down below. If not, use the promo code SoloBrickBuilder and you'll get 5% off. Honestly, this is definitely something I can highly recommend. Go check them out. In the UK, you get next day delivery free of charge. So yes, Thank you very much, each and every last one of you, and keep calm, keep building, and bye-bye, everybody. Take care.